Thank you so much. Welcome to Politics Today with Apostle Israel Great. Those of us in southeastern part of Nigeria needs the attention of the human family in order to ensure the extrajudicial killing going on in southeast will come to an end, will be brought to a halt, so that people can move about freely. People can live their normal life. You see, in a country where you see the government operating as if they always talk about all animals are equal, but some are more equal than the other. You see a lot of nepotism, see a lot of religious bias, see a lot of ethnicity. I mean, it's like you have two laws. One you apply to these people, the other you apply to these other people. So there is no truth in Nigeria, usually under this government. And there is no justice. And you can't have peace and progress without truth and justice. So we need to interrogate this situation and actually find a way out. This video is anchored on the Cold War operation of the Nigerian military in southeastern part of Nigeria. I have a lot of materials to present concerning what is happening in Nigeria. You see, we have bad eggs. We have bad characters. We have people involved in one criminal activity or the other. In everywhere you go, in every nation. In every nation. Whether it's youth restiveness, whether it's banditry, or kidnapping, or armed robbery, these things are common in every part of Nigeria and also in every nation. But when you see a different approach in handling this type of issue, especially when it comes to Igbo land, it becomes worrisome. As we speak, Southeast is like a military barracks. The whole of Southeast have been completely militarized. I have with me Sun newspaper. This is April 30th, 2022. Just this year, April 30th, 2022. In this paper, Ohaneze kick over military siege. Ohaneze, the Igbo social cultural organization, kick against military siege. The entire Southeast is under military siege. In that case, the ease of doing business is frustrated. People's freedom is violated, is trampled upon. Human rights is not talked about here. Military men act with impunity. They do whatever they feel like and get away with it. I will be presenting examples, documented, so that the human family will understand what we are talking about. This November 8th, 2022, Sun newspaper, November 8, 2022, troops wreak havoc in Abia community Ohafia. So this paper said troops wreak havoc in Abia community. It was alleged that one soldier is missing. There is no authentic information as to what must have happened to that soldier. One soldier alleged to be missing. Whether the soldier had absconded, nobody knows. Whether something happened to the soldier, nobody knows. Whether he had an accident somewhere, nobody knows. But that one soldier is missing. And it is believed maybe he visited that community. That was just a problem. You now see troops wreak havoc in Abia community. Military will more or less declare war on people they should protect. In that situation, the first day the military stormed that Abia community, the paper reported 10 people were killed, scores missing, houses razed as soldiers and youth clash. 10 killed, scores missing, houses razed. In fact, it was reported that over 50 buildings were burned down. These are buildings belonging to people that may be living in US, in London, in Abuja, in Lagos, in different parts of it. They are there doing their normal business, living their normal life, but that something happened in their community which has not been proved to a logical conclusion. You are not too sure of what happened. Troops move in and descend on that community. You see, when you get to Northeast, you see terrorist oppression, and the people will run for their lives. In so many communities, people are living in IDP camp. But if you see Igbo community on the run, it's not as a result of terrorists or as a result of any other thing. It just has to do with military operation. But the question is, how can military be the body that will push the citizen into IDP camp? How can military be the body that will push the citizen on the run? How can military be the body that will use extrajudicial means to kill people that have not been tried? Women, children, innocent souls, youths. Just because it's alleged that a soldier is missing. There was supposed to be investigation. Police should investigate, not even the army. Police should move in and investigate and come up with a report, find out what happened. If anybody is found guilty of any crime, that person will be arrested and prosecuted according to the provisions of the law. The military will observe this rule of engagement in Northeast, in Northwest. But when they come to Southeast, nowhere. They will not observe any rule of engagement. They will use crude force against innocent people. Something happened in Izombe, in Imo State. Over 70 buildings were razed by fire. There was an attack by bad eggs, by unknown gunmen in our mama. In reaction, so many buildings were razed by fire. These buildings belong to people who may not even know what happened. Women and children will be on the run for their life, for what they do not even know. Do you know what? What it takes to upset an Igbo community in Nigeria is for you to just move into any Igbo community. If you attack any military man there and escape, you have achieved your purpose. The military will move in and raise that community. Is that what should be on ground? Is that the way things should be? This Vanguard newspaper, again, Igbo massacre, treating Southeast, South tie. So many Igbos were massacred in Igbo. This is Vanguard newspaper. What is the date again? Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. So many massacred in great number by the military. There have been cries from one point to the other. Hot extrajudicial killings in Southeast, church leaders crying out. Hot extrajudicial killing in Southeast. But they will not listen. This is another Sun newspaper. Soldiers continue onslaught against Abia community. Military give condition for truce. Soldiers continue onslaught against Abia community. Military give condition for truce. Military give condition to bloody civilians living in their community. Just because it was alleged that one soldier is missing, the whole community will be ravaged. Many people killed without prosecution. In this unhappy case, a woman came home from Mapa to bury a relation, not knowing something happened in that community. She died in the process for something she does not know. So, what is going on? Is that the way things should be? Let me present to you what a Catholic bishop based in the north pointed out. He said Buhari has promoted tribalism and religion in military orders. Buhari, the sitting president, has promoted tribalism, religion in military and others. When tribalism and religious bigotry is entrenched in military activity, that nation is in trouble. That's what Bishop Kuka is pointing out. And Punch newspaper carried it. But we need to ask, why is it that the Igbo man is made to go through this unfortunate situation? This New Telegraph newspaper, the Sultan of Sokoto cried out not too long ago that bandits are overrunning the north. According to the Sultan, he said criminals move freely with AK-47. Criminals move freely with AK-47 in the north. I'm not the one who said it. The Sultan of Sokoto, a man that is highly respected, the leader of the Muslim community in Nigeria, he is the one telling the whole world that terrorists, criminals, move freely in the north with AK-47. But southeastern part of Nigeria is under military siege. Ease of doing business frustrated. And when a soldier will do one thing or the other, and there is reaction, that community will be in trouble. Is that the way to build a nation? You see why non-state actors are fighting, agitating for freedom, for independence, for referendum? Is the activities of the government that is fueling those activities. Where there is truth and justice, everybody will coexist peacefully. Let people speak up and stop this Cold War operation by the military going on in Southeast. Let them carefully follow their rule of engagement. Whosoever commits crime, let that person be prosecuted according to the law. Not being killed because you suspect that person belongs to this group or belongs to that group. not people dying because of what they do not know. We do not support evil. We accommodate whosoever is in our land. In fact, we treat strangers more better than we treat our fellow Igbo man. We are more careful in showing love and care to strangers. So there's no justification whatsoever that if anything happened in any Igbo community, instead of investigating and tracking down the perpetrators of that crime, that community will be erased. Many people killed. That policy, that operation should not continue. There should be a change. Let the military rethink. And let whosoever is in a position to speak up, do something, because the life you save may be yours. You remember what Martin Luther King Jr. said? Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Justice for the Igbo man will also augur well for all. Injustice, which the Igbo man is passing through, is a threat to justice everywhere on the face of this earth. You cannot keep quiet in the face of this gross injustice. Let something be done so that Nigeria will have peace. Every part of Nigeria will have peace. What is fueling the situation in Nigeria is government policy, government activities, injustice, inequality, falsehood, manipulation, wickedness. If you want to attack a people, you do something within their land, then you attack them. Or you don't know that the people are innocent. Just that this event took place in your land, that's all. Then you raise the community. It's wrong, it should stop. We need justice. And that will move Nigeria forward. Thank you and God bless you. Help us share this video. Subscribe and support this channel for the good of the entire human race. God bless you.